Hello, guys. I'm turning my volume all the way up because I've noticed that I've been super quiet in the last few videos. And plus, considering I have to speak low anyways, I think it's fair for me to return my volume back to the top. I'll double check after this video is up. Mic is working, everything, so we're good. Sonic.exe, the Disaster Eclipsed, has finally came out with the 1.4 update. I have not touched it yet. I just woke up and I just checked my Sonic Speed Simulator. Um, and then I noticed the notification. I'm like, oh, I really need to see this. So channel back get destroyed. Yeah, thank you. It really is. They have not touched it since March, but it seems like it's worth the wait. So in the lobby, we got the shop with cosmetics, which you can finally use the red rings. I've grinded out a ton of them over the year, like the year. Year? Oh, actually, year. Inventory where you can preview and equip cosmetics. New credits area. That's cool. Character info now shows passives. That's perfect. That's like one problem I have with Outcome Memories, where they actually never showed passives or like what things meant in the game. Sure, some things with the current font is really hard to read, like Lord X's rings, but this will be peak for like me. Add a new spawn location setting to spawn closer to the locations of interest. Okay, I'll look into that when I get in. Added 2D icons setting for better performance overall nostalgia. Oh, there's 3D icons now, I assume. Increase the walk speed from 25 to 35. Thank you, because it seems like it's a bigger area. Increase intermission time. But it seems like there's loading, so I actually won't. Added skip intermission voting. Don't incinerate now before it's a global. Let's go. Alongside independent. In the game, added Act 9 to the rotation maps. Okay. Visually updated selection screen when selecting EXE. Survivor icons now display wounds. Oh, that's cool. Survivability icons now display cooldown timers. I actually really like that. That's very helpful for someone like me. Survivors now play the hard lock animation when being hard locked by Colossus. Okay, yeah, I think I understand that. So when Colossus does his block, and then someone attacks him, then they do the hard block, I guess. Survivors now become scared when passing a dead survivor's body and while being grabbed by Colossus. I thought they already get scared when someone's dead. Survivors now get 2 seconds speed boost and invincibility when reviving. Yes! This was needed because, like, if you went for someone, like, for me, I play Blaze, and, with that, you can kind of risk it because you got Fire Tornado, but most of the time it's never worth it. So now it actually might be worth it to go help other people. Survivors now get slightly knocked backwards when downed or killed. That's a valid change. Survivors can now use quick chat menu instead of selection of messages to the team. Thank you. Because I still don't have chat. I'm not going to do chat until they do the actual, like, main update. Updated most EXE taunts and stun sounds. Okay. I feel like that was needed, especially with Nexus and stuff. Knocking back an EXE now plays an animation. That's cool. Stunning the EXE, chasing a teammate will display a savior notification. I hope they added where you get more rings. Okay. Wow, this is really a huge patch. Okay, stunning an EXE with a ranged ability will display a distance notification. Okay, so like Tails. Add a new blood VFX when hitting a survivor as EXE, only visible when blood settings is enabled. Redesign stun VFX. Stun resistance now reduce. Stun resistance now reduces stun duration by 75 by 70% instead of 50. Okay, so I guess if like someone hits someone and then it hits them again. Stun resistance now caps at 5 seconds max duration. Somewhat reverted EXE attack hitbox changes. Like somewhere in between what it used to be, what was changed. Okay, yeah, they did change hitboxes before, and it was kind of wonky. Most people didn't really like it. It was weird to me because sometimes it feels like I would have hit someone before the update, and then all of a sudden I couldn't hit them, and then they were able to jump around me easily. Sonic.exe, so this is like 2011X basically. Basically, their 2011X version. Hitting Survivor with Spin Dash now bounces Sonic.exe back for the first time, but allows the second hit on the same survivor before giving the survivor 3 seconds of iframes. Okay, so it's like when you hit the wall and you bounce back. So it'll be like doom, and then you can bounce back and you can easily hit them again, but then you're giving them iframes. Hitting survivor with spin dash now causes spin dash speed to slow down slightly. Falling beneath a certain speed would cause spin dash to cancel early, unless spin dash was slow to begin with. So like if you don't know how to play him for some reason, and you hit them with a slow spin dash and you cancel it early. Spin dash now goes on a short cooldown after attack. Added new smoke VFX spin dash. Okay. I want to. Okay, go straight into that. Colossus charge now destroys. Why didn't it ever do that before? That's my question. Charge now only does an extra 10 damage when the stunned wall impact interaction play. Thank you. Because it won't matter unless you actually hit the wall or hit a wall. Which makes it like, a little bit better. I mean, it actually makes it more balanced, not better. So thank you for not changing Colossus too much, because Colossus is kind of like already good. They did change Tails Doll in that one update. Increased wounded health lifetime from 22 seconds to 28. Okay. Stunned variants of trap no longer ignore iframes. Okay. This is now be stunned during the propulsion again. Why? Added debris effects with propulsion. Wait. Drain and overheat grab variant. Now use client to server hitbox calculations. So laggy players shouldn't be able to hit survivors from really far away now. Board X. Decreased red ring teleport attack damage. Okay, that's good. So instead of doing 20 to 15, red ring teleport attack no longer gives invincibility, instead giving 50% damage reduction to Lord X's attack for 3 seconds. Eh, I don't know how I feel about that, but we'll have to see if we ever go against it, Lord X. Minions can no longer consume survivors 50% damage reduction against Lord X's attack. Interesting. Tails can now switch modes while an arm cannon is active. Cannot switch modes. To have longer charge times than initially. Okay. Increase the energy speed. Let's go. Set X. Cyber slowness is now weaker while the target has stun resistance 5 frames. Thank you. Reduce the charge speed by 25%. Mm, yeah, that was really annoying. Remodeled, made some adjustments. Oh god, okay. Replace glide with switch. Switch allows Cream to switch between heal, speed boost, or overheal and glide. Oh, heal and speed boost or overheal and glide. When heal is used, overheal goes on cooldown, vice versa. When speed boost is used, glide goes on cooldown, vice versa. Heal now cancels early if the target is healed to max. Decrease speed boost running speed. Decrease speed boost lesser running speed. Decrease speed boost cooldown. Dashing during heal slash overheal gets a reduced cooldown compared to speed boost usual cooldown. Updated heal slash overheal icon. Now change the appearance based on how close the nearest EXE is to Cream during that heal. Okay, I don't know if that wording matters, but it says closest to the nearest EXE. So I don't know if it means like the minions, or if we're gonna have a multiple EXE mode during their heal. Speed Boost now has an energy bar that represents the ability's cooldown. Cream can consume energy, perform a dash briefly, giving invincibility and more distance. Metal Knuckles Taunt Buff increases Speed Boost energy by 25% next year. Decreased glide cooldowns. Okay, that's valid. Since she has more moves, best to just keep them all the same level. Decreased glide's duration. Okay, yes, that's fair. You get rid of 4 seconds. You get rid of a second. Metal Knuckles Taunt Buff increases glide duration 6 seconds. Okay. Glide now gives a slight speed boost. Change Cream's minion ability from glide to speed boost. Okay. Not bad. Added expressions for Metasonic. Running away with push now slows Metasonic for 3 seconds. Metasonic can no longer interact with springs during push. Okay, that's... Thank you. Metasonic can now slam EXE into the wall with an overcharge push to stun the target, but take 10 damage in return. Doing this can be fatal. Dying to it causes self-destruct to automatic activate. Metasonic will explode instantly. We started the group chat. Remove distance cap on Metal Sonic Grapple. Now, instead of pulling at an extreme short distance when too far from the target. Now, instead, pulling for an extremely short duration when too far. Okay, so I guess you can hit them with water, but it's slow. Like, it's not as long. Made adjustments to his parents. Okay. Add expression and made some adjustments to his parents. Okay. Sally. Decrease Thunder Shield duration 4 seconds 3. Okay. Increase Water Shield height. Multiplier for height and fallen. For height fallen. Okay. Sally's shield duration gets reduced to 3 seconds as a minion. Now only knock back. Okay, so Shadow now only knocks back. Now only knocks back without studying. Oh yeah, Chaos Spears. Now only knocks back without studying. Thank you. Chaos Spears can now be aimed somewhat vertically. Yeah, so if you jump up, you can't. That makes sense. Updated Chaos Spears. Actually, vertically is kind of confusing. I wonder if we're actually getting an EXE in this one. Replaced placeholder Chaos Figures. Fire animation. Rouge. Oh, Rouge got a lot. Okay. Replace Cloak Share with Grapple. Rouge readies a grapple hook. She can throw towards her cursor that latches onto terrain, teammates, and EXEs. She can then perform different actions depending on what the hook landed on. If it hits an object, she can press the ability again and pull herself towards the hook. If she hits an EXE, she can press the ability again and pull herself towards the target and perform a kick, knocking the EXE back. If it hits a survivor, she presses it again and pulls the survivor to her, slightly pulling the Rouge towards the target too. Grapple can be cancelled for a shorter cooldown, but only before the cooldown varies depending on the hook's target. Cloak now plays a short animation before activating. Okay, now has invincibility for short duration when disappearing. That's valid because you could technically like highlight them and then hit them. Yay! I see the blaze one. VXX, VFX, update player placement animation. Thank you. Fire tornado now displays a bar indicating when the ability will end. That'll be helpful for getting out of the chase. Added expressions of wounds to SBO, decreased smoke trail from smoke trail speed from 130 to 120. Smoke trail now leaves a lingering smoke trail behind for 3 seconds. If an EXE passes through the smoke, the vision will be darkened for 8 seconds. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Updated the windup. Revert Shurikens. SBO now throws only one with full vertical and horizontal aim. If the Shuriken hits an EXE, SBO will smoke bomb behind the target and deliver a kick back of their head, stunning the EXE. Shuriken can stun stack, but doing so will half the stun duration. Shuriken now has crosshair relieving. That's pretty good. I don't hate it because it was just an annoying, like, longer stun version of Chaos Spheres. Vector added expressions and wounds to redesign Rhythm Guard buff VFX. Charmy increases Charmy health to 90. Stinger Strike now has an energy bar that displays the ability's duration. Hitting EXE with Stinger Strike restores 10 energy. Now Knuckles taunt decreases depletion rate. Decreased Stinger Strike's attack knockback power from 90 to 70. Stinger Strike can now be used multiple times until the ability ends. Stinger Strike now descends if Charmy starts flying over the height limit. Stinger Strike attacks now get hard blocked by Colossus instead of normally blocked. Stinger Strike's attacks now goes in the direction of Charmy's camera instead of the direction his pilot was previously flying in. Updated the wind-up. Shove can now be used on EXEs, but Charmy takes 5 damage every time he hits an EXE with Shove. Reduced 5 damage can be reduced to only 1 damage if base damage is fatal amounts. So if you have 5 health, you'll just take 1 health, or will you take 4? Charming begins replace Honey Trap with Winger. Charming begins to fly faster, gaining a speed boost for 4 seconds and leaving a trail behind him. If the survivor enters the trail, they will also get speed boost. Wing duration lasts longer when a teammate is in the trail. Sonic, with Sonic, oh, he actually, okay. Updated expressions and wounds, added the grief passive, takes 5% more damage for each dead teammate present in the round. Sonic takes 2% more damage for each last live teammate present in the round. Okay, but they are buffing everything. So spin dash speed is 10, increase spin dash duration, so it lasts 4 seconds instead of 3. Increased dodge speed boost. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they didn't already have it faster. Increased dodge speed boost duration. Increase maximum distance spin dash cooldown. Increases from 25 to 40. Okay. Speed boost now only gives invincibility for 1 second. as the ability is used. So I can actually hit him when he's in the speed boost now. Decrease speed boost duration by 2 seconds. Sonic now cancel speed boost into a slide kick knock, and knock back the EXE. Ending speed boost prematurely and reducing the cooldown slightly if successful, granting Sonic 3 seconds of a weaker speed boost. So it's not useful to chase after him when he's in speed boost then. Okay, bug fixes 1. Fix Nexus infinite drain charge. Oh, I'm gonna use. Nexus infinite drain charge. Fix Knuckles punch being usable. Melee after charge punch ends. Hover bar being inaccurate. I don't think we really care for most of these things. Oh, there's another set. Beware that bugs me. Okay, so it doesn't look like. It looks like this update was mostly just patches, if I'm being honest, as well as just adding stuff. It's like a big quality of life update. Added a shop where you can get cosmetics, and then it added. It did add a map, so I won't bash it because of that. It just looks like most of it is just cosmetics or quality of life. Not really anything new, because I do know in the announcements channel they did this. Version 1.4 is here. Check catalogs for the list of changes and additions. And then they just kept you waiting, huh? No Fleetways fits in here. I just like this gift. Special thanks to these people for the peak thumbnails. We got taken down, but it should be here now. I think you do. And they reopened feedback. So, yeah, they were right. 1.4 did change a lot. Yeah, I think that's good for a video. That was a long time just reading patch notes. So, hope you guys enjoyed that. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.